Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. It's a video on daily news and editorial analysis, which I'll be covering from the Hindu and Indian Express, the important news and editorial that would be relevant for the preparation of civil services examination will be discussed in this session. Let's get started with the news topic list. Today is 13th of June. The first important news, that is CoWIN vaccination data leak. You have come across the news that the data were leaked over the Telegram platform. We'll see the detail. Second, India-UAE Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. Third, that is second CI20 summit. We'll see the details about the summit. Second last, Poshan app helps migrant worker during the relocation. And the last is an editorial and Atmanirbhar move. This is with regards to the Atmanirbhar or self-reliance in fertilizers. Apart from the news and editorial discussion, at the end of this video, there will be MCQ based questions. These questions will be based on current affairs that will help you for the upcoming prelims examination. So without any further ado, let's get started. And if you are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, if you find this video informative and helpful, do press that like button. And those of you who have made through the prelims, now this is the time to practice the mains question, and the best way is the test series. So we at Apti Plus has come up with the mains test series. There will be total 8 tests. In this test, you will also get 2 essay tests, 4 full-length tests, and 2 ethics sectional tests, which is again very important to fetch a good marks, right? So this is starting from 18th of June. For more details, you can refer to our website, or this contact number are there to get further details and assistance. Make sure all of you who have made through the prelims do not miss an opportunity. Give your all best possible efforts and practice a lot many questions. So let's get started with the news. The first, that is CoWIN vaccination data leak, something important for general studies paper 2. That is the government policies and intervention for the development of various sectors and issues arising from its design and implementations. So in a shocking news, we have come across the news that the personal data of an individual who have registered for the CoWIN. CoWIN is a platform. I think most of you remember that during the vaccination of COVID-19, it was mandatory to register yourself in the CoWIN app, right? So what was the news? That accidentally these data, for the data which was there, was available on the Telegram platform, and this is supposed considered to be the leakage of data. Now, according to the multiple report, it was found that a mobile number that is registered with the CoWIN, which is registered actually with the government, और अगर Telegram के bots में अगर आप वो numbers डालते हैं, you will be getting your part of Aadhaar, passport, PAN, whatever is there linked, that is easily available in the Telegram bot. This is what the fraud has been reported, or you can say the leakages has been reported. Now with this major data leak, the PAN card, voter ID, Aadhaar card numbers are accessible to anyone on the Telegram. So these are some of the serious concern that has been raised. I'll tell you what are the government opinion on this and what are the government take. Government has actually denied it, but let's understand. In 2021, the report come out that COVID-19 portal got hacked and resulted in the sale of 15 crore data. And this is not for the first time. You must have come across the news जहाँ पे Ministry of Road and Transport की अगर बात करें, कुछ डेटा लीक हुई थी इंश्योरेंस के कंपनीज के साथ, और कुछ मिनिस्ट्रीज ने सेल आउट भी की. And even these type of data leaks are frequent nowadays. We need to have a foolproof system. Now, what is the government response? First and foremost, government has categorically rejected this, and government said that they have denied the breach and said that the data cannot be shared in a bot without authentifying, and there's a one-time password. There's a OTP procedure which has to be followed to get the data. But again, leakages will not call for one-time password. If there is something fraudulent, it will go on. The government nodal agency, that is Indian Computer Emergency Response Team, this is CRTNB कहते हैं, they have initiated inquiry into this matter. So this is the apex response team for the country. You need to study more about this. This can be relevant for examination. Now, the government said that the bot may be showing information of previously stolen data. This is what government said. I'm not commenting anything on this, but definitely if there's something fraud that has taken place, then only these news are there in the mainstream media. In 2021, a hacker group named Dark League Market has claimed that it has a database of 15 crore India who have registered themselves with the COVID portal. तो ये कुछ important concern है, government need to come up with this, and even to tell you जो India की data policy है, even when it comes to rules and regulation, we are still lacking. We need to work in this, and even you can expect a question in the mains examination related to this. There will be no direct question, but इससे related आपसे कुछ mains में भी सवाल पूछे जा सकते हैं. Now, is data leak possible? The first and foremost question is that the expert. So, as per the report, the data breach is possible if mobile number of a person is entered and the details of identifications are the document that was submitted can be fetched out, right? So that includes the part of gender, date of birth. If these details are mentioned as per the bot inquiries, you'll be getting the documents. These details could be accessed even if Aadhaar number was entered instead of phone number, because these two numbers are interlinked. Now, the passport number of those who have updated the CoWIN portal for travel abroad were also leaked. So this is again something, an important concern that government should definitely look upon. Now, whatever we have discussed, you can even take a screenshot for the revision purposes. These all are the part of the details that we have already discussed. Now, moving to the second news, that is India-UAE Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, something important for General Studies Paper 2, that is bilateral regional grouping and agreement involving India and affecting India's interest. So during the first meeting, this was the first meeting between India and UAE, and this is for the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, better known as KEPA. And India and United Arab Emirates looked for more than doubling the part of non-oil bilateral trade, which will be valued at $100 billion by 2030. So this factual information is very important for your mains paper, specifically for the General Studies paper 2. And those of you are having PSIR as an optional, तो वहाँ पे आप इंडिया और यूएई के रिलेशंस में, इकोनॉमिक एंगल पे, ट्रेड के रिलेशंस में ये जरूर लिखेंगे. At present, the non-oil bilateral trade stand at 48 billion. And India and UAE KEPA, that is the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, will set up the council. The council will be set up, will further facilitate the part of implementation of this agreement. So not only this agreement, but there will be a dedicated council which will ensure that the trade between both of the countries are working feasibly out. Now, what is the progress trend? If you see the part of the progress that has been made, so India and UAE KEPA has come into force in May 1st, 2022. And the Minister for State for United Arab Emirates, they have said that the initial figure suggests that the first 12 months of KEPA bilateral non-trade rose to 5.8% from a year ago. And UAE was India's third largest crude oil partner with a share of over 10%. So these are some of the progress trend that is there. Now, future roadmaps की अगर बात करें, India is also discussing the UPI platform being made available to UAE business for payments. The two countries will be setting up the new committees to look at the expansion of services like trade, custom facilitations, investment, rule of origin, traffic rate, etc. A large portions of bilateral trade consist of oil import by India, or UAE is also the second largest supplier of gold to India, right? So these trade relation is actually working out feasibly and it will further augment. Further, country has offered enhanced market accessibility to each other services provided across the sector. Now, moving to the other news, that is second Sci-20 Summit, important for General Studies Paper 2, that is bilateral regional grouping and agreement involving India and affecting India's interest. So there was a second Sci Summit. The Sci stand for Supreme Audit Institutions, और इसे एड्रेस करते हुए इंडिया के जो कंट्रोलर एंड ऑडिटर जनरल है, he has said that SAI must be inevitably prepare themselves for auditing AI-based governance system and look for an opportunity where AI into audit techniques can increase the effectiveness. So if you see the part of artificial intelligence, it is something which is capturing most of the sectors and it has a potential. The algorithm works in such a way that it gives the work efficiency. So this is something that was desired and even the need of the hour. तो इसको ध्यान में रखते हुए कंप्ट्रोलर एंड ऑडिटर जनरल ने AI based governance system and even using this techniques should be incorporated in Indian auditing system. Now, what is the need for responsible AI, artificial intelligence? So, the CAG has highlighted that first, it is essential for the policymaker to put in place for a responsible and potential technology, and this responsible AI will have four important pillars. Very important for mains examination. कौन से important four pillars होंगे? First is organizational democratization that will empower and encourage individual to raise concern. Second, system that enable AI to flourish in the country. System and platform that are trustworthy and expandable by design. And articulations of responsible AI missions that is anchored in the organizational value and ethical guidance. So this is how the need for the responsible AI is a mandate one. Now about Sci 20 engagement group. The Sci 20 engagement group was established during the 2022 when Indonesia was president for G20, and the constitution of Sci stem from the recognized role of Sci in improving the efficiency, accountability, transparency in public administration, supporting the SDG implementations. Now, this mandate is achieved through engaging and actively in the effective with the entire spectrum of stakeholders from audit entities, government to media and other civil society. Now, this engagement group also aims to strengthen and empower the audit and engagement of SAI through policy dialogue, identifying the best practices. Now, the other news that is Poshan app help migrant worker during the relocation, something important for General Studies paper 2. Welfare schemes for the vulnerable section of the population by the center and the state government. So according to the Ministry of Women and Child Development, it says and found that more than 57,000 of the migrant workers have registered for One Nation, One Anganwadi program. Now under this program, even if possible, the relocations of another state that can revise benefit given by the government to children under the 6 year of age and pregnant and lactating women. So this has actually helped a lot many people. The ministry said that it was possible through the coordinations between the center and state government using the Poshan Tracker app on the mobile phone. Now about the Poshan tracking applications. So this application actually provide 360 degree view of the activities of the Anganwadi centers. जो सर्विस डिलीवरी दी जाती है आंगनवाड़ी वर्कर की तरफ से, and even to complete the part of the beneficiary management for the pregnant women, lactating mother and children. Now simultaneously this particular mobile app, that is the Poshan tracking applications, also digitalize the part of automated physical registration used by the Anganwadi workers to improve their quality of work. So it is also acting as a tracking system and also improving the part of efficiency. This app also view the activities of the Anganwadi centers, deliver the Anganwadi workers to complete the beneficiaries management, where it called for the management for the pregnant women, lactating mother and children under the age of 6. It also digitalized the part of automations where physical registration is used by a worker and help to improve the quality of their work. Now, a smartphone for efficient service delivery. This is again important because what government is doing, जो आंगनवाड़ी workers हैं, उनकी reachability और efficiency को बढ़ाने के लिए they have been providing smartphone through the government e-marketplace for efficient service delivery. A total of 8.66 lakh such phone has been procured by all states and union territories. More than 6.5 lakh Anganwadi worker has been trained so far. Now, since the launch of the Poshan Abhiyan in 2018, a total of 106 crore beneficiaries has been registered, out of which 47.6 lakh lactating mother, 6.46 crore pregnant women are at the rest of the children were there. Now, moving to the editorial of the day, an Atmanirbhar move, something important for General Studies paper 2, that is the government policies and intervention for the development of various sectors and issues arising from design and implementations. So what I'll be discussing under this editorial, first the focus and the theme, that is self-reliance in fertilizers. We'll see the current productions of the phosphatic fertilizers, right? जो phosphatic fertilizers है उसके बारे में देखेंगे, overreaching the challenges, government interventions and the way forward. So just to give you the background, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने फर्टिलाइजर्स को लेकर के काफ़ी हद तक सेल्फ रिलायंस की बात की है एंड द सेंटर एम्स टू इम्प्रूव द अवेलेबिलिटी of the phosphatic fertilizers, that is DAP and NPK, to reduce the dependence on import by making India self-reliant in fertilizers. Now, action plans were charted out for making India self-reliant in the part of the fertilizers through the indigenous resources. Now, talking about the current productions of the phosphatic fertilizers in India. So, Indian industry is highly regulated and monitored by the government. और बात करें कुछ गवर्नमेंट डेटाज की, द ओवरऑल फर्टिलाइजर प्रोडक्शन स्टूड अप टू 37 मिलियन मेट्रिक टन, जहाँ पे 3% इंक्रीज देखी गई इन द फर्स्ट 3 मंथ कंपेयर टू 36 मिलियन फॉर द फर्स्ट 10 मंथ फॉर 2020. मोरओवर कंट्रीज की जो इम्पोर्ट डिपेंडेंस है, दैट इज समथिंग रोज फ्रॉम 36% इन द फर्स्ट 10 मंथ टू 38% इन 2021. So I mean marginal decrease is there, but to achieve the substantial target we need to work more on this. Now, overcoming the challenges, क्या क्या ऐसी problems हैं जिस पे सबसे immediately we need to work both in short term, long term and medium term. So the Department of Fertilizer has made significant stride in achieving the self-reliance of this sector. और बात करें गवर्नमेंट की, they have come up with the foresight जहाँ पे उन्होंने fertilizer supply के लिए जो crisis management थी during the Russia's Ukraine war, we have seen that the fertilizer supply chain was completely disrupted. So the facing challenges with the scarcity of raw material, gases, oil, rock phosphate, potash, the government has forced a long agreement and created a joint ventures with the resource-rich nations. So we have looked for the alternative there from where we can get, because ultimately farmer want the fertilizers, and if they are not provided, we'll have a severe scarcity of food item, which will ultimately lead to the higher inflation in the country. Now, in supporting industries and identifying the opportunities across the value chain, strengthening the domestic operations, building long-term partnership, investing in resource-rich geographies for securing raw material and promoting alternative fertilizers and natural farming. Now, government की कुछ और important interventions की बात करें, where actually government and what they are doing. So, the industry has been encouraged to set up overseas joint venture to secure raw material. The government has also encouraged the domestic industries and public sector undertaking in the long-term agreement to improve the raw material जैसे ammonia, phosphorus oxide and sulfur. कुछ और initiatives की बात करें, India is diversifying the part of product portfolio, which include more fertilizer variant like NPK complexes and even the wide range of products that will help farmer to ensure the balanced nutrition of their crop. Now, as a result, जो strategic partnership है बहुत सारी और countries के साथ की गई apart from Russia and Ukraine. These countries include Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Canada, Russia, Morocco, Israel, Senegal, Tunisia, and South Africa. Now, the way out or the way forward, the conclusion part, the Department of Fertilizers has positions India as a key player of the global fertilizer supply chain. And India's bold move towards the self-reliance in fertilizer is a testament to be something government commitment to ensure the food security for its citizen and fulfilling the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Definitely, this is a time that we need to make India self-reliance in the fertilizer sectors. There are a lot of things that has been done. We have seen so many revolutions, green revolution, blue revolutions, pink revolutions, white revolution. I mean, this is a time we need to come up with a full-fledged revolution in fertilizer sector, making India a self-reliance. Now, moving ahead with the MCQ questions of the day, before I proceed, just to tell you the answers of yesterday's questions. For first, the correct option was B. For second, the correct option was B. First, it was C. Second, it was B. Now, consider the following statement regarding the sugar industry. India is the largest producer and exporter of sugar in the world. The government has been encouraging the sugar mill to divert the sugar for ethanol blending. So do check out for the correct option. Second is regarding the Nobel Prizes. The prizes handed with the gold medal and diploma. Only the Nobel laureates are eligible to submit the nominations for the Nobel Prizes. So check out for the correct options. Practicing a lot more current affair question, contemporary question will give you an added advantages in the upcoming examination. This was all about for the daily news and editorial analysis, followed by the MCQ questions. If you have any other concern, you can reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching this video.